What's up, everybody? Today, I'm going to do a night two review of WrestleMania 41. This show was a complete shithole. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm dead ass, bro. This WrestleMania night two is like a 5 out of 10. And I'm going to tell you why as I break down these reviews, right? So, as we start off, Stephanie McMahon comes out and she starts the show by welcoming everybody to WrestleMania. The same old big man shit, right? Welcome to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I like Stephanie. She's got her new show coming up, interviewing WWE wrestlers and WWE promoters. So I'm looking forward to it. And we can hear a lot more about their lives that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Go over run a little thing or two. So, yeah. Anyways, we start out with the first match, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. So Io Sky comes out in some wedding dress, literally like some fucking type of wedding dress she's wearing, right? I don't understand the clothes she's trying to wear, but I don't care, right? So basically, she's been champion for 48 days and has done absolutely nothing. When she won this title, I said she has 48 days to make progress, to make at least 2 or 3 title matches, or make brawls happen. But she made some things happen, but her only contenders were like fucking Rhea Ripley. So it's like, what's she gonna do after WrestleMania? Bianca Belair comes out. She has grown women and little girls play ropes and shit. This is a good entrance. You know what I mean? I can't complain. They said that some of her family members up on there. So I think it was a cool entrance. You know what I'm saying? And Rhea Ripley comes out looking like a fucking Joker. Looking like a clown from the 1940s. So anyways, we start off with the match. Starts up with Io punching Bianca and Rhea in the face, right? So basically, she brawls back and forth. They all brawl back and forth. And they start kicking their asses outside the ring, right? Io Sky kicks Rhea as Rhea goes for the suplex, right? Basically, she hits the KOD to Io. She kicks out. Bianca starts yelling at fucking Rhea that I work hard more than you. I work hard. You don't deserve it. Watch when I whip your ass and this and that, right? It's really annoying, right? Just wrestle and shut up. You know what I mean? So basically, Rhea gets up, hits and punches Bianca around, right? Bianca does the KOD, but fucking Rhea tries to counter it, right? Bianca hits the KOD again and whips Rhea and hits her with her hair, right? Rhea does the frog splash on Bianca to retain the title and get the win. Wow. What is next? So basically, she retained the title. So what's next for Io Sky? What is she going to do? What is she going to face? Raquel Rodriguez? Becky Lynch? I don't even care if Becky Lynch takes the title from her, because what is there for Io Sky to do? What? So she could lose to Rhea Ripley? It is what it is. We don't even care, right? So we just got to move forward, because basically she did nothing for this title. She did nothing for 48 days. What a waste of time, literally. Let's just move on. Up next, we have Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. This is, not really entertaining, right? But it's an okay match, right? I expected more, right? So Drew's entrance, it really takes this dude like 2 hours to end his entrance and to get in the match and get in the ring. So basically, he starts the match by beating Damian Priest from behind, and then Damian Priest starts whooping his ass. He kicks and chops Drew in his chest like 5 times during the match, right? And then Drew hits the suplex on the steel ramps. He grabs the steel steps and hits Damian in the back of his spine, right? He grabs the table and gets his face slammed by Drew. Drew then grabs the steel steps and hits Damian in the face 2 times with the steel steps. And then Drew McIntyre all of a sudden takes a selfie with Damian Priest on the ground. I don't know why. It's actually funny as hell. But who really cares, right? It's really funny as hell, right? So basically, he hits the Flying Scotsman on Damian. Then Damian throws a chair, but he dodges it. So basically, then Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore kick like 2 times on Damian Priest, and then he kicks out at both of them, right? So now he hits Damian with a chair after hitting him with the steel steps on the spine. So Damian looks like he's in pain here, right? We never know. Is his spine injured? Is he gonna call quits? You know what I'm saying? So then basically, Drew McIntyre hits the Future Shock DDT on Damian, right? And then he hits a Claymore kick to Damian on the fucking chairs that are hooked up to the ropes, to the top, to the pole ropes, right? Whatever the things are called, right? So he hits Damian Priest and he gets the win. 1, 2, 3. This is an okay match, like I said, but I expected more. I expected backstage brawling, you know what I'm saying? Backstage, parking lot brawling, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I wanted all that shit to happen, but we didn't see anything. No blood or anything. So this is nothing to me. This is just a waste of time, really. Up next, we have the Fatal 4-Way match with Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. Again, why are two tag team partners facing each other in a Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship? Knowing damn well it's a waste of time, and none of them are going to win. But I want Dominic to win, and I wanted Penta to win. Right? Those are the two options to move forward. That's it. Because Finn Balor, what did he do to earn the opportunity? And Dominic Mysterio too. You know what I mean? What did Dominic do to earn his opportunity? So basically, we start out with the match. They all start brawling, and then Braun Breaker starts cleaning up house by sparing everybody. Then Finn Balor starts brawling with Dominic Mysterio. Then he gets his ass kicked, right? Penta gets up and he gets beat up, right? Finn Balor drop kicks Braun Breaker, right? And then Penta gets up and does a double drop kick to Finn and Dominic to the rope pole, right? Braun Breaker then does the double German suplex, which I thought it was okay, to Finn and Penta, right? Dominic then kicks Braun Breaker and does the suplex for like 3 times on Penta, right? He does the Eddie Guerrero suplex, right? And then Penta gets a double suplex, right? So he gets double suplex by Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. I thought it was okay, right? I thought it was a good move. And then Braun Breaker does a double suplex to Dominic and Penta, which I thought it was good, right? So then basically, Carlito gets into the match, tries to cost Braun Breaker the match. He throws Penta to the announcer table, acting like he was going to do something to him. And then Braun Breaker gets up and spears the shit out of him to the announcer table. I thought it was cool, man. You know, finally he got this nigga out the way. Like, why does he have to keep interfering in these matches? Knowing damn well Braun Breaker is going to break him like a pretzel. You know what I mean? And then basically Braun Breaker then spears Penta. Dominic Mysterio 619's Braun Breaker. And then Finn Balor breaks it up, right? He drop kicks fucking Braun Breaker, hits his finisher, and then Dominic hits the frog splash on Finn Balor. 1, 2, 3, gets the win. Dominic Mysterio wins his first Intercontinental Championship. Now, I ain't gonna lie. He did nothing to earn this title shot. I have to be real. He did nothing to earn this title shot. That's all I gotta say. But at the same time, he earns this shit. You know what I mean? They booed this nigga. He was Rey Mysterio's son. They thought he was gonna be nothing. You know, he's not gonna fulfill his father's shoes. But look what he did now. It fucks. He's making his career happen. He's making things happen by winning the Intercontinental Championship. So I gotta give him props to Dominic Mysterio, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give him the props to what it is, right? So, like I said, what's next? What can we do to have him defend his title? Well, have the Judgment Day break up and he beats the shit out of Finn Balor at Backlash. Why don't we do that? All right, man. What we have here? Okay. Up next, we have Randy Orton. He comes out with the blue and yellow gear, right? I think it looks cool, man. I think it looks cool. Looks awesome, you know. He's kind of got the fucking 2003 or 2002 look back. You know what I mean? So basically, he grabs a microphone. He says, I am ready to kick some ass at my 20th anniversary of WrestleMania. And anybody who comes out will be damaged and destroyed by the 3 words, RKO. So then who comes out? Guess who comes out? I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah, Joe Hendry, motherfuckers. Fucking Joe Hendry. The TNA champion comes out, right? I don't have no interest in this dude. What's so special about Joe Hendry? You know what I mean? It is what it is. We got to deal with it, right? So basically, Randy Orton tries to go for the RKO, but Joe counters it. Orton then counters the DDT, right, from fucking Joe, right? And then he hits the neck breaker on the Viper, which is cool shit. And then basically, Randy gets up, hits the clothesline, and power slam on Joe. While during this match, Michael Cole imagines how Randy Orton hit the RKO on Seth Rollins, like one of the best moves of all time, 10 years ago, right? To now he's facing a jobber, Joe Hendry. Are you kidding me right now? We go from him doing one of the best moves of all time to an upcoming star 10 years ago, and now he's facing a fucking jobber. Are you kidding me? This is bullshit. Randy Orton should be world champion for something like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We got to deal with it, right? So basically, Randy Orton then hits the RKO on Joe Hendry. 1, 2, 3. Finally, Randy Orton gets his win at WrestleMania, because this is like his first win after the WrestleMania 37, where he buried the shit out of the Fiend. Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. But the reality, Bray Wyatt sucks. The Fiend character sucks. And there's no way in fuck you're going to tell me the Fiend is going to retire and try to put over Randy Orton. Fuck out of here. Nobody's gonna do that shit, bro. Not even the Fiend. You know what I mean? So, anyways, Randy Orton thing grabs his hand, um, congratulates him, right? And then hits the RKO, right? No punk kick or anything, right? So we didn't even see a WrestleMania moment here. We just saw some random ass shit that nobody wants to see, right? Fucking some random jobber facing Randy Orton. But it is what it is. I don't even care anymore. You know what I'm saying? So Pat McAfee has to talk again about how fucking Travis Scott is the theme song of WrestleMania, and he was at Elimination Chamber with The Rock and John Cena for the 1,000th fucking time. How many times you gotta keep mentioning it? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. The Rock and Travis Scott should have been here before WrestleMania, but it is what it is. We don't even care. Like, he has to gaslight the fans because the fans are too stupid. Some of them don't even care. And some of them just want to hear Pat McAfee talk. Like, why do we want to hear about Travis Scott? Why is he there to attack Cody Rhodes? You know what I mean? He was nowhere to be found on the road to WrestleMania, right? So anyways, we get to the next match. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I thought it was an okay match, right? We go through a little back and forth, right? A little decent match. I started falling asleep until one of Logan Paul's dudes, his friends or whatever, Jeff or whatever, comes out to save him, right? Tries to help him with brace knuckles, right? Karrion Kross then comes out, grabs the brace knuckles, tell him, no, you don't want to do this. And then AJ Styles comes out, and then Karrion Kross talks to him, man, and pleads and bags him, sucks his balls, grabs his dick, and says, hey, man, please, you need to grab these brace knuckles and knock out Logan Paul. Literally, this could help you get to the another level. AJ Styles throws the brace knuckles. He says, nigga, fuck you. And slaps the shit out of him, right? He gets back into the ring. Logan Paul then grabs AJ Styles, hits him with a finisher. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win. Great. Just a waste of time, right? So this is going to have another AJ Styles feud. And he's probably going to feud with Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross hasn't wrestled. Like, I can't remember the last time Karrion Kross wrestled. I don't even care anymore. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Up next, we have the tag team match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Ira Fakira. And then her secret opponent comes out, and it's Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch. Becky Hogan is back. Wow. I mean, I don't know if Becky Lynch is a tag team champion. So, I mean, she's probably going to win the titles here tonight. So, you never know, man. She's trying to go for that Grand Slam championship run. And a lot of people are shitting on her because she's trying to overtake people's spots and take their championships, right? Liv Morgan looks scared as she comes out to the ring, right? Like, literally. She was like, I retired this bitch, and now she's back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying Becky's going to return tonight. And I was predicting that, too. Because who else is going to be Ira Fakira's fucking tag team partner? AJ Lee? No, she's not coming back. No. So I was right. Becky Lynch is back, motherfuckers. So anyways, we get there into the match. I was eating, so I didn't really watch the match, to be honest. You know what I mean? So basically, fucking Becky Lynch and Ira Fakira are the tag team champions. Great. What's next? What, Becky Lynch is going to turn on Ira Fakira and face her for the women's tag team, or for the women's Intercontinental Championship after they lose their championships? You never know. Because you know how WWE is, and they're going to switch characters around and turn them heel so they can solidify their character. Instead, why don't you make them entertaining and have good catchphrases and cool? Have them be cool people. But it is what it is, right? So basically, you know, yeah, Becky Lynch is back, and she's probably going to face Ira Fakira for the Women's Intercontinental Championship that nobody cares about. Up next, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out in a four-wheeler truck. I thought it was cool, man. This is a cool-ass truck. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, got some fire-ass trucks, man. You know what I'm saying? He accidentally hits a fan. I'm sure it was an accident, man. You know what I mean? He was drinking a lot of beer and tequila, so it was an accident. It is what it is. You can't complain. I hope the fan's okay. He's not injured. But I think Austin might have ran over his fucking leg or her leg or something. Because Nick Khan had a checkup on him too. So I hope the damn fan is okay. So basically he says, if you're having a great time at WrestleMania, give me a hell yeah. Hell no, Stone Cold. Nobody's having a great time. Literally, nobody's having a great time. Because this has been one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. You have Randy Orton facing a jobber. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he can't just beat the shit out of Kevin Owens and end his career. But instead, we have to deal with a Backlash pay-per-view. So no, Austin, this is not a great night. You know what I mean? And he says that 63,226 people are here tonight. Wow, another 63 dumbasses 63,000 people bought fucking over $1,000 tickets. Great. Wow, WWE, you're really gonna go out people's pockets for this shit? It is what it is, man. I don't even care anymore. So basically, he says nothing but a bunch of bullshit. He starts counting the crowd from 1 to 19. He says, man, that's bullshit. So basically, he says there's a total of 124,693 people that were here tonight and they were here last night. Wow, man. Wow. Wow. So all those people are broke now. Damn, they're going to this WrestleMania, this stupid ass pay-per-view. I'm telling you, bro, this is just a waste of time. I'm not trying to come at the fans. You know, you love wrestling, you're going to go, have fun. But, you know, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't even spend a ticket if I were you guys because this is a shitty ass pay-per-view and it's a shitty product. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, man. And I'm not gonna lie, the Raw I went to last month was at least better than this WrestleMania. We had CM Punk Brawl, and finally the world champion was wrestling, and we had a new champion, new world champion. We had a good women's match, so I gotta give it a 6 out of 10 for that. And this WrestleMania, like I said, it's a 5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of bullshit, and I can't give it a 7. You know what I mean? So anyways, we get to the main event, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Now, I hate to say this about this match, but this match was like a regular SmackDown match. Let's just be honest, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had some moves here and there. We have Cody Rhodes doing his crossroads. Cena doing like 4 attitude adjustments, right? You know, I'll just say it's a 5 out of 10 match, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? We finally this time we ain't getting no interference from no legends or anybody helping Cody Rhodes or John Cena. So I gotta give props to that. The Rock's nowhere to be found, you know, because he's in Hollywood. So, you know, his movie, Mona 2, is going to be a hit, and he's not going to be here for WrestleMania. So we got to come to the conclusion The Rock's not going to show up either way. So then John Cena hits the attitude adjustment, right? Cody Rhodes, I think, gets back up after that shit, right? Hits the crossroads. Travis Scott's music hits, right? He comes out, right? Helps out Cody Rhodes. No. He helps out John Cena. John Cena hits the attitude adjustment. John Cena smiles as Travis Scott goes down to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, everybody knows Travis Scott was going to be in the match, right? So then, eventually, John Cena starts beating up Cody Rhodes, right? Or no. The other way around. Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads on Cena. And Cody Rhodes gets in Travis Scott's face. He says, hit me. Do it. Do it, nigga. Like, bro. He beat your ass to the Elimination Chamber. Why don't you beat him? You know what I'm saying? So basically, and eventually, Travis Scott gets hit with the crossroads, right? Like, we all knew this. Like, eventually, Cody Rhodes was going to beat Travis Scott at WrestleMania. Because it's WrestleMania, right? And then John Cena gets up. He grabs the championship. But then Cody Rhodes counters it. Then John Cena gets back up. Hits him with the attitude adjustment. Hits him with the belt. And then low blows him, right? Like, really, like... It's really funny how you're gonna have Cena low blow this dude and then just hit him with the belt to win the championship. Just a waste of a main event, right? I expected more. I expected blood to be shown. I expected Cena to throw Cody Rhodes around the ring, Cody Rhodes to the ramp, having his mother and his wife look at him and mess. Take the brace knuckles and beat the shit out of him, right? I expected more. So then John Cena gets the pinfall, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, John Cena is now the new WWE champion. Finally, Cody Rhodes lost his championship because you guys know Cody Rhodes sucks ass. I'm tired of Cody Rhodes being champion, so we needed a change, right? So I really can't complain about the title change, but why would you have Cena win like that? The low blow and hit him with the fucking belt. What he should do is add him in blood and hit him with the fucking attitude adjustment and he passes out to the STF. That's how you're supposed to do it. So anyways, this WrestleMania has got to be the worst WrestleMania of all time. Literally. I can't even take it serious anymore. Like, really, Triple H has done a bad job. Literally. Jey Uso, he ain't the main event at this point. He's going to lose that title. And with John Cena, he's going to lose his championship by the end of the year. So I'm just looking forward to see what the hell Cena's going to do about it. Let me know what you guys think about the show. I think it's complete ass.